want to share the 8 things I would focus on if I could prepare for pregnancy all over again. Stay till the end, cause last one might be the most surprising for you. If you're planning a pregnancy, this video is probably not what you expect. I'm not going to tell you what vitamins to take, what baby products to buy, or what stroller to pick. Because looking back, those aren't the things that would have made the biggest difference for me. I'm sharing not as a doctor, not as an expert, just as a mom looking back and thinking, I wish I had spent more time on these things. My name is Natella, I'm a mom to a little boy, and everything I'm sharing today comes entirely from my own personal experience and from the bottom of my heart. These are simple things I would do differently if I could go back to the years before becoming a mom. And no, I don't think anyone can ever be fully prepared for motherhood. The truth is, you learn so much along the way. But there are definitely things that would have made this transition easier physically, emotionally, financially, and mentally. So let's start with the first one. I would take care of my health. Because after becoming a mom, taking care of yourself becomes so much harder. Can you work on your health after having a baby? Absolutely, but it takes so much more effort, time, energy, and planning. Finding time to exercise becomes harder. Finding the person to babysit your baby if you want to go to gym, for example, getting enough sleep becomes harder. Most of the time, it was not even possible for me. Even building simple healthy routines becomes harder. Some things are easier to address before pregnancy than during pregnancy. For example, posture, muscle imbalances, chronic discomfort, or simply building a stronger body. Pregnancy puts a lot of extra stress on your body. And once you are pregnant, there are certain things, exercises, treatments, and approaches you may choose to avoid. Then after birth, you are recovering while also caring for a newborn. And the other thing is that your body wears out while giving everything you have for a growing human inside of you. So I would hire the nutritionist or the good doctor who specializes on preventing problems more than treating them. I would do a blood work and focus on the work I need to do to fix the chronic problems I do have. I wouldn't ignore the pain or problems I do have and just keep going as I did this before. If I could go back, I would spend much more time strengthening my body and taking care of my overall health before pregnancy instead of trying to catch up afterward. Because your kid needs a healthy parent who can run, play with them, and care for hours in their hands. Also, I will finish my dental work. This is one of the most practical things on my list. I still have had lots of planning when to get pregnant, believe me. So I could still continue my treatments during the pregnancy. But if I could go back, I would start my dental treatments way sooner, so I would take care of every dental issue possible and finish everything way before pregnancy. Not because it is impossible afterward, but because I realized that some dental treatments can go not as planned and take years after years to complete it or even fix it, as I've had this before. And the other thing is some treatments you need to postpone while you're pregnant or breastfeeding. And afterward, everything becomes more complicated. Appointments becomes harder to schedule. Recovery becomes harder, especially if you have deficiencies of nutrients and vitamins. Finding uninterrupted time becomes harder. Once you become a mom, you are no longer planning your day around yourself. You are planning around another little person's need. Actually, two people's needs. Your child needs and your husband's schedule, so he can watch baby while you have an appointment. And that changes everything. The next one, I would treat myself differently. I would build better daily habits. I would focus on feeling good and working on consistency. Drinking enough water, moving my body regularly, getting enough sleep, not 4 or 5 hours a day or even less. Yes, I'm guilty here. And also eating nourishing meals most of the time. Motherhood doesn't magically create good habits, remember it. In many ways, it magnifies the habits you already have. When life gets busy, stressful, and unpredictable, you tend to fall back on the routines you've already built. If I could go back, I would take more efforts and spend more time building simple habits I could maintain long term. Then I would save more money. Not because babies need expensive things. Honestly, many baby products are optional. What creates stress is uncertainty. Because becoming a mom, I never really thought about how vulnerable a woman can feel after giving birth. And I'm not even talking about the worst case scenarios. I'm not talking about divorce or losing a spouse, serious illness. Even normal life situations can suddenly become overwhelming. Maybe your husband loses his job, maybe work slows down, maybe it's a slow season financially, maybe unexpected expenses show up. Those situations are stressful at any point in life. But when you're recovering from birth, sleeping very little, and caring for a newborn, the stress feels so much heavier. Financial security doesn't solve every problem, but it gives you breathing room. And sometimes that's exactly what a new mom needs. I would learn more about postpartum. It's easy to spend so much time preparing for birth, especially if you're a first-time mama and know nothing. Everything is new to you, so there's almost no time preparing for what comes next. I truly thought birth was the finish line, but in reality it was the starting point, because then came recovery, hormones, sleep deprivation, identity changes, the emotional side of becoming a mother, If I could go back, I would spend just as much time learning about postpartum recovery, breastfeeding, and motherhood as I did learning about labor and delivery. Also, I would take more random photos. This one may sound simple or even silly, but life changes so quickly. Not because I miss my life before motherhood, I don't. I'm so grateful to be a mama to my little boy. I love being a mom, but that chapter of life closed faster than I realized. I wish I had taken more photos, more ordinary moments, more everyday memories, like the bedroom before the room was stuffed with baby changing table, crib, and other stuff, or a living room without floor covered in all the toys, or how I was dressed at home, more pictures of life exactly as it was before everything changed. As well as I would spend more time with my husband. I don't just mean sitting at home together. I would travel more, take more weekend trips, create more memories together. Nobody really prepares you for how much a baby changes your relationship. Not necessarily in a bad way, but just in a very real way. Your routines change, your priorities and freedom change, and while traveling with kids can be wonderful, it's very different from traveling as a couple. You can earn and lose money, but memories always stay with you. If I could go back, I would make even more memories together before becoming parents. I would build stronger friendships. Okay, last one. This is probably the thing that surprised me the most. Before pregnancy, my life was very busy. I worked a lot. And honestly, most of my free time and energy went to my husband. I thought that was enough. But after becoming a mom, everything changed. My husband went back to work and I stayed home with the baby. Suddenly, I wasn't talking to my clients anymore. I wasn't around people every day. It was me, the baby, and the house, day after day, all the same. The first year wasn't only physically hard, it was emotionally hard too. And one of the biggest reasons was loneliness. I didn't realize how important friendships with other women would become. If I could go back, I would invest much more time into those relationships, those friendships, more coffee dates, more phone calls, more girls' nights or breakfast together, more meaningful friendships. Because motherhood can feel incredibly lonely when you try to do everything by yourself. Building those relationships before pregnancy is something I would absolutely do differently. Looking back, I don't think the goal is to be fully prepared for motherhood. I don't think it's even possible. The goal is simply to prepare the best you can, enjoy the season of life you are in today, and trust that you'll learn the rest along the way. Motherhood will change you, yes. It will challenge you, yes, but it will also grow you in ways you never expected. And despite all the things I mentioned today, I wouldn't trade this journey for anything. No, I'm so grateful to be a mama. I hope this video has made you think about preparing for pregnancy from a fresh perspective, going beyond just buying baby gear and furniture. And I also hope it gave you some motivation, a real push, lovely push, to invest more in yourself, your health, and your relationships with those around you, and to simply build inner confidence and well-being, both inside and out. If you are already a mom, I'd love to know what is one thing you would do differently before pregnancy. And if you are preparing for a baby right now, what is something you are focusing on? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next my video. Bye!